just go into it. Welcome to another special.
No, you don't just go. How I know we was ready?
I thought she was ready.
I'm on here
5,
playing.
4,
Thank you.
3,
And don't say 1.
2.
You just point.
Start over. Check. Look, let's start off with this. Young nigga, 22, ain't seen a damn thing but coke and weed and lean. Seen Molly too. Welcome to another special edition, special edition, Throwback Thursday of the Album Collector. Got my guest right here, John, JP right here. We about to do none other than, y'all see that right there? I don't know if y'all. That's DMX, baby. Y'all see that? DMX. It's dark and hell is hot. We're gonna review it. We got a couple topics to go down the line with, and we're gonna get into it. All right, so we all know, if y'all don't know, DMX, he performed in the Tunnel. It's a nightclub in New York City. This was way back in the 90s. I was little. I did my research, of course, and I know he did his research. But this is one of his favorite artists.
No research needs to be done. I know.
You already know. So he know a lot about DMX, obviously, back before he even got signed, or why or how he got signed and things like that. So I'm gonna see if he can let y'all know the facts, and y'all comment and let us know if that's the truth of what happened.
I mean, basically, he was out doing his mixtapes and doing singles, but it wasn't selling. Irv took him to Puff. Puff told him, basically, you're not marketable because of your voice. Your voice was too rough. You can't sell that. He finally got a deal with Ruff Ryders, and they got a deal with, was it Def Jam?
Def Jam,
yeah. Ruff Ryders, Def Jam. Yeah. First single rolled out was Get At Me Dog. Basically did that video in the Tunnel, black and white. He wanted that street, take it back to the street vibe.
That was kind of roll out a little bit how he got signed and stuff like that, but we really want to get into these singles. Because we want to know why DMX is so epic and why his first album was so epic. And these singles, it says a lot about his catalog and what made him one of the top artists in the game. So as y'all know, DMX's first album dropped in 1998. His first single came out in the beginning of that year in February, Get At Me Dog, which is an epic song. It's still a hot song today. The beat is one of the dopest beats I've ever heard in my life. I'm pretty sure he'll agree to that. Say that it is fire.
Yeah, I agree. I think that single by itself went 3-4 times platinum by itself.
His next single that dropped came out in May of 1998, which was Stop Being Greedy. We're going to get into the favorite tracks later, but Stop Being Greedy is definitely a song that I liked a lot. I like the aggression in it and all of that. So I don't want to say that it was one of his top singles in that whole entire catalog for his first album. I don't think that song was marketable to the radio. It was more of a street anthem.
The whole album was street.
Yeah, it's more like a gutter album, just street and grimy and stuff like that. So you can't really expect a lot of radio type song. Back in that era in 98, I mean, everything was more gangster and more hardcore and thorough. But then again, Bad Boy was out, so it was more, you know what I'm saying, just a shiny clothes. So that was the thing that was in. So to make Stop Being Greedy and put that out as a single, it ain't really gonna work too well, but at the same time, it still shows who DMX was as far as the grittiness and the griminess. One of my favorite singles that he did put out was How's It Going Down. That was one of the top songs. All the females still love that song till this day.
Yeah,
I like that song.
Classic.
I can play that in the radio till this day on my radio and it's thumping. So that's another single. Ruff Ryders Anthem, y'all know who produced that. Swiss Beats, of course.
And the whole time, DMX didn't even like that beat. They tried to.
And I don't like that beat. That beat sucks.
He said it was too rock and rollish or whatever. He wasn't trying to get on it, but
they
forced him to do it. And
that beat is terrible. I mean, I don't know. Can you agree that beat that is not?
It ain't the best, but look what it did though.
Yeah, it did numbers. And I think it was just the aggression with DMX and what he put on there. Obviously, like. I mean, it's the hook. The hook is amazing. You know what I'm saying? Stop, drop. Y'all know how it go. But that's one of the dopest hooks on that album too. It's something that everybody is gonna rap. Females, kids, grown adults, all of that. So that's DMX, man. That's his singles right there. Dropped. All of them went crazy. All of them was on the radio except for like I said, I don't want to say Stop Being Greedy was on the radio like that, but all the other ones is definitely on the radio. They were songs. They was hit singles. So when his album dropped. First week sales was 250.
Was it?
Yeah, it was 250. He expected it to be platinum the first week.
Nah,
like I told him, DMX is epic, but he still was new and fresh.
Yeah, I mean, these are album sales, physical copy sales, so that's still great. You went 250 in your first week, it's still good. This wasn't the era of we go download this album. This was physical hard copy, and the album was dark. It wasn't a radio album. This is for the streets album. So 250. That was good.
250 is okay first week. I mean, it took him almost 4 years to go.
250, no promotion, but one video for real. That's good.
I mean,
that's good. All street anthems.
First of all, then again, it is his first album, but then again, the way I look at it is, you got top artists like, I'm gonna just throw in 50 Cent, even though that's a different era, or who can I say during that era?
Who did 50 have behind him when he dropped his first album?
Yeah, he did have Dr. Dre.
And who else? Eminem. All right.
So who did DMX have behind him? He got Ruff Ryders,
Def Jam, Irv Gotti.
Def Jam itself. Come on,
but that's a different. You talking about Dr. Dre, super producer, and Eminem. Okay. During their hype.
Okay, you got a point. And then Swiss was new too.
Yeah.
Swiss was new on Ruff Ryders as well. And I think Ruff Ryders actually was new
too. Yeah, Ruff Ryders was
new. So okay, I take that back. Come on, man. The album collector is wrong sometimes, kid. Alright? That's all I'm saying. But at the end of the day, 250, yeah, it wasn't that bad. That's not a bad number. 250 for a brand new artist, a brand new label at that, being under Def Jam. I think it was good too. So I can't really have a disagreement on that. Even with all the singles he had and the hype, and then just him. I want to bring in another thing with him just performing and stuff. I was watching a video the other day when he performed at Woodstock, and they had like this meme out there where it was like DMX performing in front of the whole world. And if you look at it, you'll see it look like he performed on the whole damn world. Alright, so this next topic is one of the favorite topics on this show. We're going to get into our favorite tracks. So since I got my guest right here, John P., I want to see what his favorite tracks are, because y'all look at me like I'm crazy when I say wild stuff like the story of OJ wasn't that great.
Yeah.
We had our little debate on it, but you know, hey, it is what it is.
Story. It was actually kind of tough, for real. I didn't really include singles on here, just because those are given to me. Like, those are given, but niggas done started something. That's one of my favorite songs on there.
Okay.
Just because it got the locks on there, you know. I like ATF. I'm going to put ATF as one of my favorites. Put ATF. I'm going to tell you why after ATF and Get At Me Dog. Those are my top three. Reason why I say ATF, because basically he tells a story and he's bringing you through this whole... He tells a story on all his songs, but this one particular is more aggressive. There's more action in his story, even though it's like 2 minutes long, maybe. Yeah. And he just goes through so much in 2 minutes. And you feel like you're right there with him with all the action in that song. So if you check it out, ATF, definitely just listen.
ATF was okay. Do you think like the album was too long though? I personally think it was too long. We had a discussion about the album. The joint is what? It's 19 tracks.
19 tracks. Four of them are skits.
Like I told him, I said in that time, that was a rare thing. That wasn't a thing that you would hear 19 tracks on the album.
You was gonna get 19 tracks.
No, you're not, bro.
Everybody
I told
had
him,
skits back in the day.
Like I told him, Nas' album was 9 tracks.
17 years old.
So what? It was 9 tracks on there.
No skits straight through. Anyway, that album's classic, 10 out of 10. But
yeah, true. But to say to put out
and you haven't even heard it, so I don't even want to discuss anything about Nas. You haven't heard Nas' album.
That review is coming soon. But no, seriously, 19 tracks. I think it's long for your first album.
He has 4 skits, so it's like 14 actual songs on there.
The skits was pointless to me.
But at that time, everybody had skits on the album. If you was a New York rapper or East Coast rapper, everybody had skits. It don't matter where you was coming from. Everybody had skits on the album at that time.
The skits was pointless.
4 of the tracks on there are skits. Period. So that gives you 15 songs. So is that still too long?
Yeah. The average album back then I want to say from 10 to probably 14 tracks. So he crossed that borderline.
14, 15
he crossed
songs.
it. He still kind of hit the max. His first album, I still feel like it was too long. It's too much material. It's way too much. Cause it's like everybody gravitate.
They'll give you quality albums back then. They'll give you quality albums.
Look, everybody's gravitating to his singles, which everybody knows. Ruff
Ryders
Ryders
like
Anthem. How we
four
going
singles on there.
The rest of the joints is like they cool and whatever else.
These
Anyway.
are classic songs.
No, they're not all classic songs. They're not.
Most of these are. It's like 3 that's not good enough on here.
I'm gonna get into my favorites because obviously he don't think that back then the albums really was only from 10 tracks to probably 14 at the max.
A whole quality album.
Because if you go back before that, you think about it, on cassette tapes, they couldn't even put that many songs on.
Yes, they did. They had a side A and side B.
And they was only like from 10 to 12 tracks.
Side A, side B.
And 10 to 12 tracks, right? And then before that, they had vinyls, right? Vinyls, you can't even fit that many songs. I got vinyl. You can't fit that many on one vinyl.
They gave you a complete quality album.
This guy.
What's your favorite?
This is why I'm the album collector. See, because I got to school people like this and let them know exactly the truth on what's going down. If y'all think I'm wrong, put that in the comments. So my favorite tracks on the album, one is Stop Being Greedy. Stop Being Greedy, I think one of the dopest tracks on the album itself. He's just, the aggression that he got on that song is crazy. I like how he goes back and forth. He does his high-pitched voice, and then he goes real deep into the DMX voice that we all know and love. So when he going back and forth with that, I just had to turn my radio up. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. The joint is crazy, the beat is crazy. There's nothing bad I can say about that. I gotta check and see who produced that track. I know it wasn't Swiss Beats, KP or PK.
PK, one of those.
My next track is How It's Going Down. On the album as a whole is a gritty album. So to put that song on there, I get what you were doing. I get what they was doing with the label. The label probably said you gotta have something that caters to everybody, that'll be able to play on the radio. It had to cater to the masses, so which he did, and that was the only song that was like that. I think he did a good job on that track. There's nothing bad to say. I know the word for words on that song. I'm sure all y'all know word for word. If you're younger than me and everything, go check that song out because I think y'all gonna like it. My third favorite track, Niggas Done Started Something. That verse that he's spitting there is the dopest verse on the whole entire album. His lyrical ability and
because he's competitive. That's why it's probably one of his best verses.
He had the locks,
real competitive.
He had the locks on there. He had Mace on there. So he really was. He came with it. Like he was the last verse on there, and just his delivery, his flow, and everything like that was just crazy. And the aggression obviously is there again. That's what made it dope to me, and that's another thing I want to get into: his aggression and his lyrical ability. I did talk to a few people, and some people say that he is lyrical. Some people say he's not. I don't think DMX is lyrical like that. I wouldn't put him in my top 10 for lyrical artists at all. But the aggression, I think that's back in those times. The aggression was what was made people gravitate.
He's more of a storyteller than it is being lyrical. Aggression played a role in how he delivered, but it was more of a storyteller. He can tell you a good story and make it flow, vice being lyrical, where you gotta go back and think about, what did he say
and stuff like that.
So it was more of a storytelling.
So you can agree he's not that lyrical.
He's not that lyrical, but the way he tells a story and he puts it together, that's
good. I agree with that too. My number one favorite song, and honestly it's my only least favorite song, is X Is Coming. Now, do you like that song?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Now, the only reason I don't like this song, like at first I was like, cool, you know what I'm saying? It's a nice song.
I'll probably know what you about to say too.
And he knows.
And it's probably on the revenge.
I listened to the lyrics.
It's probably on the revenge part.
And I want to say it was probably his second verse on there. And he said